Welcome everybody to the Bar of DeMOCKracy. That's M-O-C-K. The internet's most random show that you'll come across. We're gonna have 3 topics. We're not gonna know who our host or hostess is going to be. We're not gonna know what our topics are gonna be. The only thing we know is this Friday night we're doing it right fuck 'em fam style. Are y'all ready to smash the fash? Oh, hell. Let's meet the gang, shall we? Oh,
yes,
shit.
Obama is the Antichrist.
Hi.
That's a new one. Or did we always have that one?
Going on.
I see.
Antichrist.
I see the cult mentality has infected our chat as well. It looks like.
It's a fashion statement.
It is.
Wait,
It's all the rage.
What year did he hurt? Like, does it matter?
It was just right here.
It's not a cult. It's not a cult.
It's totally not a cult.
Oops.
Not at all.
What a bunch of weirdos.
Nah, I mean, it's just.
God.
I've never seen a better example of art imitating life than this meme that I saw from Mean Girls where her shirt has the holes in it and she's wearing it, and the next day all the girls at school are wearing it. And I'm pretty sure that this can be applied to the RNC, also as I like to call it, cringella.
Yeah, that was
Very
pretty
nice.
cringe. There were some really cringe moments.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Especially the cult mentality of them wearing ear diapers.
I just,
I don't even think that was the most cringe of it.
yeah, I just
Like-
can't, like,
No.
I think Melania's kiss, that's up there. Like when they kissed or lack thereof, or
yeah,
pretty cringe.
kissed.
Melania
It's on
kiss-
the contract,
Judas
Donald.
kiss. Mhm.
The whole, like, Kimberly Guilfoyle digging into her business on live camera was pretty impressive. I wasn't expect that was not on my bingo card.
You know what though? Like I kind of feel bad for her because, like, as a female with the crotch itches, like
I get it.
I kind of feel for her. I kind of feel for her.
It's like the one time you
it's
can
her.
actually empathize with Kimberly Guilfoyle.
It's a very limited
Do you not do
episode.
a
Like
300
like
scan?
this much. Like
Nobody likes it when they're
this
crying.
much.
You're only
But as a
empathizing
woman-
because you
have
hope
no
someone
idea
does
what
the
it's
same
like
with
for a
you
girl when their
someday.
crotch itches.
Oh, I'm sure it's dreadful.
But I mean, she
But,
could have done it way more discreetly. Like,
Oh, look, I would have thought, I'm married. As a woman of discretion, as if you wouldn't do a quick 330-degree scan discreetly to make sure
Yeah.
you just got a quick eye shot and who's watching. And make sure there's no camera lenses looking straight at you. She spent that much time in media. She knows what a camera lens reflection looking straight at her looks like. She knows what it looks like when a camera is on her. She knows.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I
Well
think
aware.
She
went
went
hard.
But drugs
Okay.
are bad, okay?
There's something getting in the way of that training, whether she's really tired or whether it's a substance or whether it's, mental anguish.
no.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like there's
Drugs.
something there.
Drugs. It's drugs.
Don't take bubble baths. Wear cotton underwear, okay?
Is it possible for her to speak any way except this cadence?
She just has voice modulation.
You know what? I don't know who her plastic surgeon is.
Same
Like,
one as Matt
they
Gates.
are like
sure
shady,
she does.
shady shit. Like,
How do you
they're
think
doing,
don't like her?
I was like, did she just get a crotch lift and the stitches are
What were you saying,
You know what
Allison?
it is?
no, like her plastic surgery is terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, she was a good-looking woman. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
not as
She was
like
at one
10 years
time.
ago,
She was
Ages
beautiful.
better.
she was beautiful. And like
Yeah,
her,
she really
I think
was.
it was like Mickey Rourke.
Was.
He was a good-looking dude. He did not need plastic surgery, and then he got plastic surgery, and they fucked it up. And look at him now. I think the same thing is happening with her. Like, you should have just left it alone. Okay,
Matt
like
Gates Botox kicking
when it
in.
comes to your face,
Mm.
you can't like you see what like it does. You know, I'm just
There's a lot to be
saying,
said
like
for
when it
aging
comes to your
gracefully.
face and plastic surgery,
It's like
like don't
Bill Burr, the comedian, said, "You don't fuck with your face." And
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's built
There are
right.
very, very, very like small things I would do if I ever got plastic surgery to my face. But like, you know, like no, oh God, Meg Ryan's another example. She was a cute
oh
woman,
yeah,
and
yeah. That one's gone bad, real
she
real
did
bad.
not need. You know who has
Yeah.
an
And
awesome
Madonna was
plastic
totally
surgery?
different since she got hers.
I mean, if you want to get surgery,
Parton.
that is your elective choice, you know? It's just, I think there's something about getting elective surgery, but then also having to spend time around the orbit of Don Jr. that happens. And
Yeah, it's like that's the side effect. Like she's trying to so hard to keep
Your
her
face
face
melts.
like up and be like, I have something to live for, and her whole face is just like, I can't be here anymore.
It's slipping right off. It just slips right off.
Definitely.
it's slowly trying to slip out the
Pretend
back
it's
like a
smiling.
John Lee Hooker song.
You know, to be like, girl, you got enough. Like, this is good. Like, you want to look somewhat natural?
And like,
I
calm down
mean-
with the smoky eye. Your eyes are gorgeous, but like, let them be the focus of your face. That's not the right look for you. I mean, I'm just saying.
She looks like a drag queen
Yeah,
gargoyle.
I can't wear a smoky eye. She's like me. I can't pull off a smoky eye. It's okay. There's tons of
But
other
this is
styles you
the
can
most
do.
I
with
can
eye
do without it looking
She's
fucking
rocking an
weird.
exhaust pipe eye.
Oh, what?
I can do it.
man.
That's my
I'm
thing.
telling you.
And
She's got exhaust pipe eyes.
you know, and I
But
would
it's like
love.
she's got
I
split
wish
down.
I could do the smoky eye, but it just doesn't look
Exhaust
good, and
pipe.
it's okay.
Oh, it's so good.
She was
It's
huffing
okay.
on the exhaust pipe.
Well, before we continue on with these shenanigans, let's get a drum roll, reach into the chopper hopper, and see who the host for tonight or hostess will be.
Oh, that's right.
And it's... Oh, shit, it's me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, I guess since I'm in the hot seat,
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
and since we were already talking about cringella, I think that probably a good time to go ahead and bring this up. Because this is how history books
Oh,
in
God.
2050 will
Oh,
be
man,
looking in
come on.
2024.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck, y'all? I was just like,
What in the world?
I was like, what in flat earth, people?
Macho.
What in the entire hell has happened?
I just love how they think they're going to gain the youth vote by using a 70-year-old wrestler. Do you know that fucking Trump is 8 years older than Hulk Hogan?
oh shit!
The
When
finger
he said it was the
on
best
the
tag
pulse of
team since
society.
him and Randy Savage about died.
Oh yeah, and then of course, you know, you had to like do the whole like the shirt rip to reveal the Trump Vance.
Wait, who was the best tag team? Trump and Vance? What did they tag team? A glove?
Oh,
I get the index, I get the thumb,
Nah.
buddy. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
You know, I think that it really, really
Picture
showed
Cheers,
us
Vic.
when the main entertainment that they could pull was a Hulk Hogan and kid rocking chair. I'm pretty
And Lee
sure-
Deadwood.
He did it.
Help.
That was bad, dude. That was real bad.
Oh, it wasn't good at all. And then
Kid
like,
Rock is 53. He ain't no kid.
I felt for the crew in that moment. I really felt for the crew.
It always looks like he needs to be dipped in bleach every time I see
Like, he just really needs a shower, guys, because his hair is so greasy.
him.
well, like it's the
Wouldn't touch
best
him with a
part.
12-foot pole. Damn. Ooh.
The best part is like he's like doing the whole like rap rock, fight, right? And then doing the rap rock thing that Kid Rock does, and there's so many just like saltine ass white dudes in the crowd. Like, I'm not sure if I like this or not because it sounds a lot like rap.
Yeah.
Sounds like black music.
They're like, I have so many feelings that I don't understand in this moment.
Yeah, exactly. You got it right, Terp. It's like the same thing with like Tom McDonald. It's like he makes rap music for people that are scared of black people.
Pretty much.
He tries to
It's more like
tries
Jim
to do
count.
that southern rock shit, and when there's nothing southern about him except for he's cosplaying as a freaking.
I'm pretty sure that most of us in this chat grew up in real life the way that he talks about when he grew up in an actual McMansion.
Right?
You know what I
For
mean?
real people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he spend his summer in the fucking Hamptons?
I know he's in Michigan, and like I said, he was like a McMansion pretty much.
I don't think he
His
came for
family's
money. I
well
believe his dad was rich
for
and
money.
fit.
But like,
Yep.
it was so funny because the
Poser.
whole Dylan Mulvaney, Kid Rock, shooting at cans, missing because he has no aim thing, and then goes right back to drinking it. Like, can you
And wearing the hat.
Yeah, can you
And
can
wearing
you,
the hat.
Yeah. Can you think of anything
God.
more honest to God MAGA than that? Like, the same people that said that I'm boycotting the NFL bought Harrison Butker's jersey.
I mean, remember when calling someone a flip-flopper or a waffler was like a
Yeah.
sick burn?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
These
speaking
people
of,
do it
Remember
like
those
17
days?
times before breakfast.
oh, Queen Flip Flop showed up at the RNC. Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although she did shake her head no while she was saying Donald Trump has my full endorsement.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
why did you say
Goddamn
it then?
stupid. Say
Stick
with
to your
a full
guns,
ass
lady.
chest, girl. Show us you believe it's something.
That's right.
Anything.
I mean,
I said,
No one's gonna
no,
respect her with that
hell
picture.
no.
Let's just look at that one more time.
No one's gonna respect her.
Her voters are going
according
to
to
hurt.
Trump, she couldn't even protect the Capitol on January 6th. I mean,
Yeah,
Nikki Haley, yeah.
I'm telling you,
she was terrible.
But he only picks
Not
the
being
best
opposite
people. The best people.
the history timeline that we're going to look at, especially when the Democrats win this election, because I'm telling you, Trump and his ilk are not going to be looked at kindly by history. They're not. The mass hypnosis of belligerent stupidity is going to be just downright shameful. Like, there's going to be grandkids looking in books going, was that you, Grandpa? Like, Grandma, why are you wearing a 10-gallon MAGA hat? Like, what's that?
What's this racist ass shit, me mom?
Yeah, like the cult of
Exactly.
cringe is giving us content
I
without
don't
even
want
trying
your
to give us
stones.
content.
Talk to me.
Why did I never meet Grandpa? Oh, he was shot in the face at a Trump rally? Oh my god.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bit much.
The thing is they have the whole like divine intervention theory, but it's like, I guess God was like, well, fuck that firefighter though.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Yeah,
we all do not condone political violence. We want to make that 100%
No.
absolutely clear. This is a show
We
about
don't.
satire and mockery. But however, if you're going to show up to a Klan rally, don't expect weird, not clan shit to happen. Just saying.
Yep.
I mean, look around it. How many people were probably wearing diapers at said rally where it was happening?
I mean,
Weird shit.
I just know
We are not in
when you
normal
go
time.
and you openly support a felon who's also a adjudicated rapist and a well-exposed pedo with connections to Epstein and Putin, then I think that at this point you've chosen your fate. If whatever happens, especially to somebody who, in my opinion, is the biggest fan of political violence, and that's Donald Trump. You reap what you sow.
On January 6th.
You reap what
I
you
want
sow.
everybody to keep something in mind. I would just thought of read in the Epstein files what he did to Katie, and read about Maria, and ask yourself why it cost $140,000 to keep a grown woman to be quiet about a sexual uncomfortable encounter.
Well, I just know
And
that
16 million
yeah, you don't pay
to her
that
family
because you
to
were
keep them quiet.
yeah.
What did he do to her? And it's in there. That's who he is, and we can't fucking deny it. And the people that are still defending him, you're condoning this shit.
It's
at this point.
it's the
Get it together.
hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy of the Bible beaters who not only, are constantly slinging around accusations of the left being into that kind of the projection of that kind of mess, but also, I mean, we have no better proof when it comes to their absolute projection of Bible beaters than what just happened at the RNC, because I think that this completely, kind of describes what the RNC was. It was, they crashed Grindr. They crashed Grindr, y'all.
And see, it's the same as everything else.
Not recreational sex.
No, they won't admit the truth about the ones that are there that are using that app, that with the same breath will vilify people in the LGBTQ plus community. Will also be scrolling through their phone, looking for a booty call for later that night from someone of, an unacceptable to that party gender.
Oh God! Makes you want? Is there like weird Trump cosplay during the because it's all
no, baby, keep the Band-Aid on.
Like
wear the diaper.
Oh man, it's just it's not good. Like
the diaper and the glove together.
Oh my God, the glove! Oh my God,
the glove in the diaper. I don't know.
For those of you, in fact, I think that. The second topic that I just brought up was the whole Grindr crash at the RNC. Now, for those of you playing along who are not sure what Grindr is, well, it's sort of like a best way to put it is, well, it's a gay version of Tinder. And absolutely zero wrong with that. I'm pretty sure most of us in this chat are from the rainbow community. But it's the sheer hypocrisy. And I'm really, really, really hoping that in the same way that the Heritage Foundation was hacked by gay furry hackers and released to find out they had so many IP addresses coming from China, that they hacked Grindr and released the RNC Grindr chats. Especially if they happen to have any of the contacts that have come up recently in JD Vance's Venmo. Did you fucking hear about that craziness?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What was on his Venmo?
Go ahead, Turk.
Way more shit than you should have left public for someone who's going to be vice president. nominee for vice
Yeah,
president.
he left the whole thing public. There's like 211 contacts, a lot of big names,
Peter
a lot of
Thiel.
anti-Trump, big money donors.
Basically, his
But also a lot of Heritage Foundation members.
some heritage
stuff.
cats. Basically, it's the money trail was exposed.
Well, one of the methods that if you uncover, if you go looking into all the others around Trump, you'll find similar activity in comms transaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that Matt Gaetz uses Venmo for all of his minor purchases, which was amazing because Kevin McCarthy called him out right on camera.
Again. Oh, and the catty bitchy, I hope he gets the help they
Oh
need.
yeah, like that's one thing that's great
Oh my
about Nazis.
God,
Like
put it
even
in
the
my
original
veins.
Nazis is they're catty little bitches because bad people cannot be good friends with bad people or good people.
And that's how
Yeah.
fascism works. Like they stroke
Damn
your
right,
ego, and when they're, I mean, this would not obviously be the opposite. I don't know. Ignore me.
I just love when there was some dude that was like, "Shut up, Gates," and he's like, "What? Who are you?" He's like, "You don't know who the fuck I am. It doesn't matter. Shut up." Did you see that clip?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was the best. He's like, I know you are. He's like, oh, fuck you. Okay.
You don't know who the fuck I am. Fuck off.
The expression on his face, like, you're the dumbest fucker I've run into today.
But the look he gave him back was like, I know exactly who the fuck you are, and that's why I'm telling you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, who
Yeah.
is that man?
I was like,
I'm a nobody. I would tell Matt Gaetz to shut the fuck up right to his face. He won't do anything.
Yeah.
In a split second.
kick that ass.
You-
Sister kick it.
Godfrey, you'd have to get down at least on one knee to do that. He's short.
Yeah. If he said anything back to me, I'd have to be like, dude, look me in the shins and say that. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, that one hurt.
Pretty sure he's playing Tarzan on your shoelaces.
yeah.
I mean, it was really funny, but it hurt.
What I say to short people. It's like, hey, look me in the shins and say that.
It's so funny because, we were listening to music earlier and Randy Newman, someone requested, I think it was Zuni requested Randy Newman. And we were just listening to it. And it's really easy when you're trying to recall the song to say Gary Newman because I almost did that.
The car's mom. Here in my car.
How hard would you have kicked yourself later?
Paul Newman.
I love
all
Gary
the
Newman,
dumb
man.
people.
Like, some of his like modern live stuff is so good. Like the Strip Live in Brixton record. Ah. But yeah, big difference between Gary and Randy.
Yeah.
I used to say the same with the Quaid brothers, but that's not necessarily true now.
I know, not anymore.
Everybody cross your hands and fingers for Jack. Jack, are you safe? Are you with the sanity? Are you with the sane ones, please? I need to know. I really love your show. Please come tell us if you're with us, please. Throwing it out there. I'm manifesting.
He was playing, Dennis is going to be doing Reagan. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
can't wait for that.
I guess you have to. If you're going to be a method actor, you might as well really get into the fucking part, I suppose. Start becoming actual Republican figurehead.
I'm like, I lived through that. I don't think I need to watch it.
Yeah, Randy Quaid basically became his character from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he became
Worse.
Cousin Eddie.
Fucking squatter.
Well, like if you could imagine actually following the life and times of Cousin Eddie during COVID, he totally like everything that the reality imitates art, imitates reality. Because Cousin Randy'd be the first person that would have eaten ivermectin.
Yep.
And his white shoes.
Oh my god. I
wonder
fucking
how
heard
Stomach Lining's doing.
Peter Navarro talk about being in prison and how he caught COVID in prison because they wouldn't give him hydroxychloroquine in prison, otherwise he wouldn't have caught it. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Oh my god. Come the fuck on.
They don't understand how basic science works, guys. These are not the people we should be entrusting with our government.
No.
Or
You
with
didn't have
power.
parasite, you didn't have worms, so why the fuck are they gonna give you?
But Project 2025 is going to make sure that we're staffed with just nothing but Heritage's finest geniuses.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I lost it when Terp lost it.
Too good, D.
I've never seen you before.
That was too good.
It's kind of like when Skip starts wheezing.
Thanks,
It's
Obama.
just so fun to.
I'm so sorry. I just said this.
It just hit you. The inspiration hit you. I know. I get it. I nailed it.
Okay, so you guys have to come to the DNC meetup in Chicago and hang out with me in real life. Okay? We have room for more people. Get in the Discord. Come see me. I have details. I'm co-hosting. Let's do this.
You need to
Sorry.
be in the Discord,
like the time.
in the Tony
Yeah.
Michaels podcast Discord. If you're not in there, like,
You're
that's where the
missing
show
out.
is coming to you live from. In fact, you know,
Look how fun we are.
since we're already there, you know, let's just go for broke and go ahead. And for those of you playing along, I want you to go ahead and pull out your Google machines, because actually, I don't know if this is good advice or not, because I mean, whatever you do, just don't Google JD Vance couch cushion.
Did you see the post that I put with it? I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Whatever
You won't
you
like
do, do not
JD,
Google
right?
that.
JD Mandel.
Do not check out the press release from the Hamburger Helper Club. I
It
don't
was
have.
from his attorney.
Yeah.
or his spokesperson.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have a legal note here that this was not from. I tried to keep it straight.
Read Ham Glover Elegy.
Yeah, Hamburger Elegy. If somebody would be so kind as to read the statement from General Mills and from the Defense Council of, I suppose, the mascot for Hamburger Helper.
Oh, Turk, please do this in your official voice.
Where have we got it?
It's on screen, isn't it? Or
No,
No, it's not on
Someone's
screen.
going to have to bring it up on Tony's Twitter.
okay, I got it right here. I'll just put it in the chat here. Not a problem.
There we
There you
go. Hey, Chirp, if you could read that for us.
I wasn't ready. It startled me.
Or as he's getting ready to read it. 4,334 views, 75 reposts.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
amazing.
Outstanding.
There's that.
Proper fuckery created. Level unlocked.
This is the best.
We need to actually, before this little chestnut comes to pass, we do need to thank our mighty librarian for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Please, everybody, I
Thanks,
don't
girl.
give a
We
round of
love you.
applause.
So I'm sorry. When I asked Terp to read this, I forgot he's having some eye issues. So I can
Oh.
read it.
No. Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Probably need a little intro music.
So I can read it if you would like. That's fine.
Yes, please. I read black on white.
Okay, yes. Statement from General Mills. The glove breaks their silence. Recently, there have been circulating rumors and allegations regarding an intimate relationship between myself, the hamburger helper glove, mascot, and Senator J.D. Vance. I'd like to address these claims directly. Written in his book, Hillbilly Elegy, Senator Vance talks about a relationship with a glove. I'm here to disclose that glove in question is in fact me, the hamburger helper mascot. While these allegations may seem surprising, I would like to state our encounter was consensual, and in fact, quite enjoyable. As an iconic mascot, I understand that this revelation may come as a shock to many of our loyal fans, and I appreciate your understanding and your support. Love is love. Glove is love. I mean,
Hashtag glove is love.
I remain dedicated to helping families find quick and delicious meal solutions after working off some serious energy, perhaps after a workout. There's nothing better than coming together around a satisfying meal. Our focus remains on providing quality meal solutions and maintaining the trust of our customers. We encourage everyone to continue enjoying our products and to respect the personal lives of those involved.
BYO couch cushions.
You have to a quick workout between the couch cushions.
No couches were harmed in the making of that commercial.
I have so many questions. Like, did he put like the hamburger helper's beef stroganoff like in the glove?
Stroganoff? What?
Or
That's his favorite one.
Did he sprinkle
I have
that
more
over the top of the
questions.
couch cushions?
He was stroking off his beef, all right.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe he likes a little bit of tuna casserole hamburger helper, you know, the ones you can, you know, maybe.
So here's the thing: does he put it in the glove, but does he wait for it to cool before he goes at it, or like does he burn his dick on it and have to go to the ER? Like, what's his process here?
Apparently,
How in love
what
with the hamburger? How
happened-
big of a part is the hamburger helper with the hamburger helper glove?
Well, the thing
I gotta
is,
know.
I can only assume based on his age that he grew up with American Pie, so he'll be going for heat. He'll be going for warm.
39. We're the same age. Yeah, that sounds about right.
See, the thing
Yeah.
is that, you know, children
Warm
look
apple
up
pie.
to, you know, our elected officials as role models, and I think that it really, really does say a lot, especially from for those of us from Ohio, that if at a young age you fuck a glove between a couple couch cushions, you too can end up being the second most powerful man in the world.
I got a question, Mr. Possible Vice President. This turning you on? Huh? I got a
Project 2025 is going to ban that, you know.
Okay, now this is the smut that Project 2025 wants to keep from us. Okay, sweet love making.
Do you see what
in a
they
box.
took from us?
Maybe you put stroganoff in it. Maybe you don't. Maybe
How
your
was that
sweet
glove
loving is
dressed?
a hot pocket in a glove. I don't know. Live your life. But they would have taken it.
How was that glove dressed? Was it asking for it?
Oh, damn. Shots fired.
God damn.
It was the bow tie.
I'm telling you, this is the timeline we're living in. I think there's really no better way to put this than WrestleMania in real life. Like Tony has
Beats the real world.
Well, Tony
They're
called
wearing
it so long
costumes.
ago because, you know, we saw these obvious, you know, kind of tactics being used. you know, when they're bringing politicians out, they got the sparks flying and, you know, like all that mess. So, you know, we saw it getting closer and closer and closer. But when it gets to the point where Hulk Hogan is ripping off his shirt to reveal the Trump Vance underneath it.
It's like the only time I've been a little bit disappointed not to see nipples, you know. That would have been preferable.
I'm okay. I don't want to see Hulk Hogan's nipple.
Thank you.
Nipples, no.
I've been
I
waiting.
mean,
I've
there's
been
plenty
sitting
of
on that joke
footage
for
of
like
him in
an
the
hour.
80s in his heyday where, you know, they're
That's
there.
got to be
They're
a wig
there.
and shit that he still wears. No way his hair's like that and still can bleach it like that without falling out.
I don't
think
know.
he's got
Some
the
men
same.
stay naturally blonde.
Maybe he's just
I
got
don't
the
know.
same thing as like
Some
Brad
people are
Michaels,
saying.
where you have
I do.
you know, the
Listen,
bandana.
does the carpet match the drapes? Hello.
Ooh. We gotta ask Bea Bridges
Probably.
about this because she would know if it was like a weave or if like certain treatments could help with that. She would know. We gotta pick her brain. He's mostly bald. Amethyst Peony says. Oh,
With the skin of a hot dog.
He's mostly bald. That's what she said.
oh, that fuck.
Because it kind
How
of
does
looks
that
like a wig.
work?
So what is it? Fake hair or fake
Yeah,
blonde?
it looks like as fuck.
Blondes
That's
don't go
what I'm
gray very early. I'm
Okay,
blonde and
no,
I'm
Vance
still
does.
completely.
Oh, I have so much silver hair. Like a confetti.
I'm only like 2 years younger than you. Like, it's a
I think
blonde.
they're great in their 20s. It just happens.
Yeah, it is a
It's just
blonde
like
thing.
Canada
Like
Fest,
my
yes.
family doesn't go gray till when they're
It
70.
happens. It happens a
Oh,
lot.
I've already got
Yeah.
gray.
I earned every one of these motherfuckers.
They
Oh
gotta
my God,
smoke weed for
same.
iron her hair.
Ah,
You remember the original?
Dude, I can't.
What was it?
I mean, you know, I have, you know, the whole salt and pepper thing going on. I cannot actually like use hair dye because I'm radically allergic to it. And last
Oh.
time that I used it,
Turn your
like
scalp off.
oh, not just that, but I went into anaphylactic shock and my throat swelled up and I couldn't breathe and my face got huge. I looked like Charlie Brown. Like my eyes were sunken in. Like it was.
do you have an EpiPen?
Wow.
I literally
My
looked
hair
like
falls
Charlie
out till
Brown.
I try and dye it, so I don't. But
Man,
So scary.
that was rough.
Sat by my lonesome. That's like to a fucking the lyrics, and I was looking at this song, and I was thinking about what was that band? Air Supply.
Oh.
oh god,
I'm all out of glove. Struggled to
JD McGlovin.
I'm wrapping with love. Yeah,
Oh, baby, I need your gloving.
yeah.
Did you guys see all the wonderful hashtags that all the wonderful Fucking Fam people helped put together today? I collected them from Producer's Corner this morning and like some of the things we were talking about in the DJ booth. Just
Yeah.
wonderful stuff. American Glove Story. Glove me. Does he glove me? Does he glove me not? The glove thought
Glove
coming.
Matilda.
What is glove?
Shakespeare in Dog is so funny.
Glove Nintendo.
Call
Really
it
took that
Dr.
serious.
Glove.
And then we got the hot tour helper.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Spit on that thing.
Mhm.
Put on that thing.
Spit on that thing.
Yeah, we don't hear you, phony.
We could have soundboard that.
Oh, just remember, everybody.
gloves in all the wrong places. Looking
Actually,
for
really
gloves.
fucking cool enough. Actually, yeah, looking for glove, wookin' panub.
All the on places working for no.
Actually, the Hawktua
Bucky
girl.
Page,
Did you
this is
see
just
that
now.
she like took so like she got like this ridiculous amount of money to do this appearance, and she took all of it and donated it into like pet food to like a local pet shelter, and like she gave like so much money to
Yeah.
animals. Yeah, totally
That's
dope.
funny.
Totally dope.
Yeah. Oh,
That's really interesting.
cool. Good
She
for
lost
you.
lost her teaching job for the hot
Yeah,
spit on that
she
thing
did.
thing.
Well, you know,
She
I mean,
did.
she's doing good stuff in the world now. You know what I mean? Like, That's pretty rad.
I hope so.
That she's being able to use her 15 minutes of internet fame to not do something horrible and go out and do 15 minutes of internet fame things, and instead it's actually like, no, I can actually use this ability to do altruistic things. And she said she wouldn't spit on Donald Trump's dick, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I reckon there's a documentary to be had about the 15 seconds of internet famous that all these people have had and which way they've gone with it.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon that's possibly another Divo episode. Well, if the madness ever ends, we'll have to have something else to talk about. So let's just pin that for later.
How does it feel to go from no one knowing who the fuck you are to everyone in the world knowing who the fuck you are to losing all the good shit in your life to back to nobody knows who the fuck you are and you have nothing, and it's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I was just living my life.
It sort of reminds me of the movie
I
The
thought
Wrestler.
I was being goofy.
Yeah.
Like you're famous, and then there's an old saying in show business, and it's how you treat people on the way up is how they're going to treat you on the way down, because everybody that goes up is eventually going to come down. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you're going to release a bad record no one's going to like, you know what I mean? So especially nowadays with the internet, the bigger your head is, the easier it is to take shots at you. Metaphorically.
Right? Gotta say that this week.
I'd add to that too, Skip, as being a
country.
I hate that I have to say that. I hate that I even have to say that.
I know. I was just thinking, we live in the dumbest timeline that's a caveat that we have to put at the end of shit now.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I agree.
Can everyone just calm the fuck down, please? Thank you.
Everything's got to be the worst thing ever. Like, it's just continually what's dying.
It's the fucking media.
Well, I mean, between the media bashing on Biden and them fucking saying that Trump is giving some sort of unifying tone with his speech when he's talking about sending millions of people to camps, that's not unifying.
AOC has the best I guess internet discussion with the internet about shutting the fuck up and sitting the fuck down and stop it.
Yeah, we watched that earlier.
I don't know if y'all saw it.
Watched that today,
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, I'll be putting that out this
Her
week.
process that she was talking about, where if they
it.
decide that they're going to try to do some sort of open convention bullshit, and how the Republicans have a trap waiting for if anyone tries to file any paperwork, that needed said. Like, that seriously needed said.
We all knew that, but nobody was saying it. It's just like, they have lawsuits ready to go. If the Democrats replace Joe Biden, they'll be like, oh my God, this is awful. This is this is undemocratic, even though they hate democracy and they say we're not one. But they'll file lawsuit.
Yeah,
same shit they did when they were talking about removing Trump from the ballot here in Colorado. They're all mad. Oh, that's undemocratic. And they still lie about that to this day. I heard today Sean Hannity lie about it. He's like, Democrats, they say they're democratic, and they tried to remove Trump from the ballot.
It was a Republican that filed that.
But weren't there 6 red states? Weren't there 6 red states that wanted to, in retribution, just remove Joe Biden from the ballot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What reality?
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
fucking
Pelosi and Schumer's doing the favor for them. Like, I don't know. I'm really getting tired of the whole, I suppose, for lack of better words, Democratic elite saying, we believe in democracy up until we don't. It's in the same hypocrisy as the other fucking side, and I have no problem saying it, because they're ignoring the will of the voters. The primaries happened for a fucking reason.
Pelosi is 83,
hilarious?
Which means she should have stepped down 2 years ago. When she steps down from her role, that instant, I will believe her and take what she has to say seriously. Before that, no.
Yep.
do you mean from office?
Rick
Because she
Wilson has
stepped
a
down
lot.
from her role as minority leader. She has handed that over to Jeffries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean like her seat
She
specifically?
raises a lot of money. That's the thing.
Yes, I mean her
Like,
entire
she
seat
raises-
is still in Congress. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
The
she does
fact
a
that
lot
people-
of good for the caucus, though. That's why she stayed in, because she is so valuable with fundraising, and we need that this year.
Yeah.
So is
They-
Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
she was,
I mean,
she
they've
was an
raised $100
effective.
million.
She was an
Hold on, I have
effective
one
speaker,
hearing.
but I mean
Joe
now.
Biden is very good at fundraising, and this is one of the things AOC pointed out is
Mhm.
that there's a over $100 million war chest that will not go to the next candidate if there is one.
Mm-mm.
Right,
That's
so that's
true.
very important.
That's true.
Nope.
But
I think it's against the law, no? Like,
It is.
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean.
Yeah. The only person who could benefit from that fund would be Harris.
Yeah.
Yep, Kamala,
Yeah.
her name's on that
Yeah.
ticket.
Would
That money's
her,
marked for them.
Just as a byline, why the media are well, not so much hearing, but listening so much to Nancy Pelosi, and not Hakeem Jeffries. What has Hakeem Jeffries got to say? He's the leader of the party in the House.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take-
that's a really good point.
Ask him what the consensus is, and what he says goes.
I'm
He
pretty
speaks
damn
for-
sure he
Rick-
said that he's in, and
Oh yeah, he's in.
I
We
mean,
know that.
Zoe Lofgren's pissing me off right now. But like,
Yeah.
the only people it really seems who are against Biden are the B squad. You know what I mean? Like they're the people we don't
The
see them
people
on
who haven't stepped
committees.
up.
We don't see them on any clips punching back. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like in the back collecting a paycheck. Like, but they have the
Rick
fucking
Wilson,
nuts.
I know how we feel about Rick Wilson, but like I like him. He has a lot of really good insights about,
Yeah,
especially
I'm
what's
not-
going on with the media.
Right,
Mhm.
right now his
And,
stock's going
like,
up.
Yeah, right now his stock's going up because he's like really
I like
working
Rick
to
Wilson
keep
over
the
Steve
Democrats from jumping off a cliff. Oh yeah, yeah. But like Rick Wilson was saying that a lot, like the New York Times and the Washington Post felt slighted because Biden didn't do an interview with them. So like they're just running with, like, it's all about the clickbait, and everybody
Yeah.
in that like little media circle wants to be the one that says thinks they're the one who got Joe Biden to sit down and sit this out. And like he makes a point, he's like, what they don't realize is that if they make the Democrats lose, like Trump isn't gonna let them like live, not literally, but I mean,
I love how
he
when
hates the New York.
But I love how when Trump was president, every interview was unashamedly softball,
Mhm.
and they were basically sycophantic promo interviews. Yet Joe Biden's president, and every interview is
Right.
unashamedly antagonistic.
Mhm. They treat him like a bucket
Like-
of shit.
Lester Holt.
To anyone with a fucking brain.
Lester Holt was
the-
rude.
there is
Yeah.
an
Flat out
assassination attempt.
rude.
Yeah.
Hang on, there's an assassination attempt that has been going on since January the 20th, 2020 fucking one.
Mhm.
I've been watching
not
it from
wrong.
Australia. I've been watching it. I've been watching all this shit since 2015.
You mean
Yeah.
a
It's
political
fucking
assassination
crazy.
attempt or a
They're
literal
trying to
one?
kill. They're trying to kill our democracy. They're trying to
Political.
kill
Yeah,
our power
absolutely.
in the world, because if America's democracy falls, everything else is so much easier to topple. Think
Oh,
about
and
it.
it's a
Through
commercial.
you,
You
I've
know,
been watching it since
Cap-
2007. It's the same. Tea
I've
Party
been
crap.
watching
It's the same
Australian
racist
news,
people.
oddly enough, by accident,
Yeah.
but somehow it got caught into my algorithm, and it's really interesting to see their perspective on us, because it kind of like
There you go.
helps me like take a step back a little bit to see
Depends
what
which network
how's this actually
you get.
Four Corners. Am I?
Okay,
I think
Four
it's
Corners. Four Corners is great because they're part of our national broadcasting network called the ABC. But anything that comes out of now, what is the news division of ABC, is absolutely to be cast into the bin because it's run by a crony of Rupert Murdoch's,
Right.
who took over about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So basically, our ABC is now a government-branded version of Sky News, because our Sky here is our Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be kind of
Okay.
like
Yeah, I figured that. I figured that because
maybe.
Yeah, it's like a PBS version of. Honestly, I thought they were somehow connected to PBS, even though PBS is like wouldn't be, but yeah. So like, it was just kind of enlightening to see. Like, even though I already knew this, it's kind of like confirming that I'm like I'm not wrong in what's happening and how
the objective view
how
still
they're
sees
treating
what we
Joe
see.
Biden differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
between
Titus did a
that,
great
So it was just
video
interesting.
the other day
sorry, but
about
between that
the assassination attempt.
and every time that somebody like Trump or Marjorie Taylor Greene or Carrie Lake, by the way, Carrie Lake got her ass nailed to the wall in that one interview. God, that was so good. But I was amazed she didn't get up and walk out, because that I've seen Marjorie Taylor Greene do that, and I've seen Trump do that. And that's a fast tactic.
She's
the moment
walked
that they cannot deflect anymore, they'll get up and walk out. But what you was talking about with Trump's, his pretty much his press conferences that he would have constantly behind the podium constantly. It was so they weren't trained to handle somebody who was trained by Roy Cohn, where when they ask anything, if he doesn't agree with it, where he's instantly going to play the victim, where he's instantly going to say that, well, you're attacking me. Like, the media was not trained for that. They weren't trained to be like, I think that the interviewer who interviewed Carrie Lake, it's almost like she did her homework on MAGA. She knew what to expect, because the moment that Carrie Lake deflected, it's like Carrie Lake deflected, and she's like, okay, but can you answer the question? Like, because Carrie Lake is always so used to being able to draw these reporters in, and suddenly they're in this conversation about, no, we're not unfair, we just need to, and all of a sudden the actual interview has gone away. She stuck to the guns.
We could actually get behind young Kyle Clark from Colorado.
Yes,
he should moderate the September debate.
BBC. He was
very good.
A ninja.
Did you see what he did?
Destroying all of those maggots.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was beautiful what he did to Gilbert.
I listen to local conservative AM radio sometimes in my car, right? They fucking hate him. They call him Comrade Kyle, biased liberal media. Like, they fucking hate him just because he asks the questions that are relevant and holds them to them.
Well, did you
holds them to fact?
Yeah, did you see the latest Betty Bowers video on Project 2025 where she talks about how inconvenient information is the Republicans' biggest enemy, which is great because, how many times has Elon gotten community noted on his own fucking page, dude?
Yeah, I get a rating his community notes all the time, like, because I don't know if I told you all this, but like, I applied to be a community note. Now I can write community notes if I want to. Because I've done enough ratings, so it's an interesting. I did it just to see, like, I was just curious to see what it, like,
way to go,
what would happen, and so like it's interesting to see what people write as a note, or like some go like so in depth in facts and which is wonderful, but it's like, wow, you're putting a lot of time into this, and some people are just like, that's not true. Elon doesn't know that, like. And it's like, come on, like, really? Why'd you even bother? Like,
either bring the receipts or
you're not getting paid for this.
It's the belligerent stupidity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Tony, who we got out there in the chat, buddy?
Oh, man, everyone's hanging out on Twitch as they always do. So what's up to Zuni? What's up to Kim, Benny, Eric, Farmley, Amethyst, Ratchet's hanging out there. Stickers for cookies is hanging out in there. What's up, everybody?
Man, thank you
You.
so
Thanks for
much for
coming.
hanging out. That's awesome. Is there any questions anybody has? Or any comments?
Amethyst says Bernie has endorsed Biden, so that should help with the Bernie Bros.
That's
And I want
true.
to I want to
Hey,
reply with that one going back in 2016 and back in 2020. That's what happened, and he fully supports the Democrats.
I mean, that's really shoring up that progressive support too with AOC and Bernie together. Because I mean, Hassan's crowd and that younger crowd is really into AOC because I mean, she is a good politician and she speaks for a lot of us, and she's working class. Bernie Sanders has always supported. Who is obviously Clyburn, and the entire Congressional Black Caucus. But as you were saying, Allison,
I can't think of her name. She's part of the squad, not Rashida Tlaib, the other one. She has like an Indian sounding name. It's not
Ilhan Omar.
no.
Ilhan Omar.
Not Ayanna Presley.
No, maybe that's it. But she was even like, I knew she didn't want to endorse him, but she was very cordial. She was like, I'm with Biden until Biden is our guy until he's not our guy, and basically he's my guy, and leave it at that. Which is fine.
That's good enough.
Just shut up if you have nothing nice to say. Just shut up.
I think a big thing
The
too
response
is
from our side.
is they've realized that Biden is the only one who's tried to broker a ceasefire.
Yeah.
Yep. They can't say anything.
And if without Biden, Gaza is his son-in-law, Trump's wants it to become beachfront property. So you can either deal with Joe Biden and make slow progress, or you could deal with Trump, who's all about finishing them off, letting Bibi finish them off, and we'll probably give him weapons to do it. So that's why I really can't stand Mehdi Hassan anymore, because it's okay, so you don't like Biden clearly. And so what? A third party candidate has no chance. So what, you're going to vote for Trump now?
It altogether.
Yeah, it's shut up if...
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just shut up, or if you have nothing nice to say, don't just shut up.
Mehdi cleaned Pierce Morgan's clock the other day. I gotta say that was a great session to watch.
We'll have to check.
I saw a headline, but I didn't see it. I didn't get a chance to look at the interview.
It was bad. It was real bad.
Honestly, I think Mehdi's riding the correct side of this. He's anti-genocide. I can't say he's with Palestine, because if you say he's with Palestine, people are like, he's pro-Hamas. He's not. He's just against innocent people dying, and he's covering it honestly.
I think everybody in this chat's against
his
that.
opinions on Biden, I don't know, but as far as what's going on in Gaza, he's riding on the right side of this.
No, he's been saying Biden needs to get replaced. He's been trashing Biden for a while, here and there. Not going off on rants like some of the other congressmen. But it's dude, if you're... Oh, go ahead.
It just realistically cannot happen. Don't talk about it. Don't give it any oxygen. It's stupid. We have to get behind the ticket that
you should have said something a year ago.
Voted for.
Yep, that's it. We stay the course. Project 2025. We're taking it down.
We stay the course. They are going to keep trying to chip away at us and break this coalition, and they're going to be fucking creative. This is just another one. And people are fucking falling for it. Everyone, heard that Biden was sick.
It's
and
so obvious.
Knee-jerk reaction panicked and said, oh my God, we have to get someone else. And no, he has the best care possible. Walter Reed's right fucking there. He's going to be just fine. And you can bet he's all vaxxed up and up to date on all of his everything, okay? So everyone needs to calm their collective tits. It's going to be fine.
And honestly, the country is better off letting a ham sandwich govern than Donald Trump.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Am I wrong? Like, I'm not wrong.
A ham sandwich won't enact Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just, and it might even be useful because it could feed somebody. It could bring it's lunch, like
more than Trump's worth.
Project 2025 just destroys everybody's life,
Not only that, but Project 2025 then doesn't need any policy figurehead. They just need to put someone in. They just need a leader in their party, and they enact.
I think that's what they're looking to JD Vance for, quite honestly.
I think so too.
Yep.
JD Vance is super young. Like, if Donald Trump were to get elected, God forbid, and die in his first year, JD Vance would be 40 years old. He would be the youngest president ever.
With all of the heritage backing.
Yep.
Could you imagine him being president for what would be effectively 10 terms?
Exactly. It won't be a presidency because they have promised day one dictatorship.
Yeah. That's exactly what they promised. So imagine 10 terms.
So it's going to be.
Well,
oh my God.
I mean, in that interview,
50 years
JD,
under JD Vance.
he
50
said,
years under a man. Sorry, go ahead.
In that interview, he said that, they need to upend the ruling class because, I mean, the conservatives are just on the wrong side of everything. And rather than change their policies, they would just upend everything and burn it all down in order to either, I don't know, piss on the ashes and rule over them, or
they seek to upend and rewrite the Constitution. They've said that.
Well,
here's the thing. If we fucking fail in November, they're going to get their fucking wish because everything will burn the fuck down.
The RNC
they can discover how hard it is to build it back together.
Is a great example of just how irrelevant that they are. All from their entertainment down to their message, everything was just so completely irrelevant. And a lot of the majority of the countries, they're not buying it. Like, we want to go forward. They want to take us backwards.
Oh yeah.
Women.
They realized that moving forward slowly took it further and further away from their ideology, their policy, and their popularity. So through gerrymandering and anti-democratic voter suppression, wherever they can enact it, they have forged their stronghold, but not out of popularity, out of shitfuckery, out of anti-democratic processes that their previous power has enacted the laws to enable.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying is women, they're expecting women to become subservient handmaids, and I believe it was Allison that said that if they didn't want us to become an army, they wouldn't give us uniforms.
I think that's a quote from the book.
From The Handmaid's Tale. Well, I heard it from The Handmaid's Tale when June Osborne's like looking out. She's in Washington, and there's she's like, if they didn't want us to become an army, they shouldn't have given us uniforms. And so like it was kind of like fitting for the moment. But no, that's not like, I'm not all witty and wise. Like, that's from a show.
No, it's quite all right. It was an extremely appropriate and well-timed comment.
It's wise to remember good quotes.
That's right.
That.
Anything from anyone else in the chat?
Well, it's like what Einstein said, the real secret of genius is learning how to hide your sources. You shouldn't have said where it was from, Allison.
I did. I'm sorry.
I'm too honest. Like, I have to.
That was Kevin Roberts' problem.
I've read way too much stuff from the Heritage Foundation, not just like Project 2025, but like their articles. Actually, like, when I get a chance, I really want to make this video that I've had the idea for months now, but it's on school choice and vouchers. So I'm like reading all their information, like their articles on school vouchers and school choice, and their sources for their reports are their own information. And then they say that the data that Wisconsin and Arizona use to show that school choice only screws over the public schools, and it's mostly wealthy people using the money to pay for private school.
Yeah.
They cite this one article about it and they come to the same conclusion, but they're gaslighting throughout the entire article. Like, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. And I'm like, wait a second. You come to the same conclusion. School choice, it screws the public system up.
Yeah.
So, like, I've wanted to contact the school Department of Education in Wisconsin and ask them if their numbers that the Heritage Foundation provides are accurate, and because I can't find it online. Like, I am, maybe I'm just not looking in the right place, but I've combed like hours looking for it. So, but yeah, they're wild. They cite their own articles as like fact sources. Like, they have no idea what well, they probably do know what a primary resource is, but
It's wool for ignorance.
Yeah.
Create your
They
own
know
echo
that no one's
chamber
gonna
out,
really
you know?
check them.
What I like is when Simone used the Heritage Foundation's own numbers and data against them when Kevin Roberts tried to say that there was so much massive voter fraud.
Mm-hmm.
That was just an astounding bit of judo.
Nothing has ever
I mean,
come up
common sense
from that
would.
stuff. So.
You have any ounce of critical thinking? So, like, Trump claims that the 8 million extra votes that Joe Biden got in the popular count was fraud. Well, 8 million people is also the size of the population in New York City in all 5 boroughs.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me that nobody in, like, that would be a huge voter dump, even if you spread it out amongst, you know, cities across the United States, it still adds a lot of votes.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't match the like, it would set off red flags, because if you, like, nobody would have that many, like, somebody would catch it. Like, so, and you can't do it all at once, because 8 million votes all in, like, if they picked, like, Wichita, Kansas, like, that's like 3 times their state population, probably. So, like, it's just, if you have any ounce of critical thinking, you'd know that that's impossible for it to all be voter fraud.
Especially when it hasn't shown up in the courts.
99% of it is, yeah, like, I mean, people would have been able to say, look, there was a data dump here in this city and that city and that city to account for 8 million votes, the entire population of New York City. Like, come on.
They can
Like,
say
that takes
it all
way
they
too many
want.
people. And yeah,
I love
like,
that you took what she did and referred to it as verbal judo, because that is perfect. As someone who's an actual black belt in judo, it's like judo is the art of making your opponent go as far as they want to go and then forcing them to go just a little bit further, and then they're off balance. And that's what she did.
Momentum
She
against
let them
them.
keep going, and then she's like, oh, now hold on, I've got this other thing that's going to push you just a little bit further, and it's your own shit.
And we're going to
my
keep
beer.
calling them out every single week, because the cult of cringe never stops, and neither will Project 2025. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for
Thanks for
episode
coming by Twitch.
17 of Bar of DeMOCKracy.
have a good weekend, friends.
Peace out.
It has been an absolute ball getting to hang out with everybody. Thanks for the questions. Remember, if you do give a good goddamn about your democracy, make sure that you check out the Tony Michaels podcast. And until then, later, skaters.
Later.
Bye, friends.
Yo.
Hit the like and subscribe.